Hello everybody, it's Mr. Second Amendment, and this is a flash EDC update. Just a warning here, this is going to be just the bare minimum. Some days I'm going to stack on more than what you see here, but at a bare minimum, this is what you're going to see all the time that I got going on. And some of you guys might be surprised. We're going to safety check that because that's what I do. All right, some of you guys might be surprised to see a Glock on the table. Holy cow, we got a Glock going on here. Not the first time you've seen a Glock in the channel. I think on my M44 run and gun video, I was using my dad's Glock 17 for that one. It's kind of a weird combination, an M44 and a Glock 17, doing a run and gun together. Kind of strange, but that's what I do. So, but now... Yep, I've added the Glock 19X to my gun safe, and it's part of the collection now. This is much lighter. There's going to be a full review coming out on this. I think this weekend I'll probably end up doing just a quick look, just like I did with the M&P 1522. But overall, just long story short here, guys, we got a thumbs up. This is the Glock that I never thought they would make, but they finally did. And the second they did, I got it. So we're just going to go ahead and put that down, moving into it. And oh, it looks like I forgot some spare mags. Let me grab up on the shelf here. And oh my God, what just happened? I just got like, what is this? I just got like 40 felonies if I was in California right now. Holy crap. I'm going to have to pack this up. Hold on. Okay, we're back. I got the contraband sealed up here, so we're going to go ahead and put that to the side. Side note, not going to make this political video, just going to say that, first of all, here's the spare mags coming out, and we're just going to set those to the side for now. I'm going to move some stuff around. I escaped California in 2014, and that was a rather intentional choice. It took about 2 years of planning and prep, but I got committed to it, said, you know what, I'm done with this. And it wasn't just the guns, there was a lot of other stuff going on. But I want you guys, there's something I want you guys to think about, okay? California gun owners, there's a lot more of them than you would actually think. There's a lot more people that are on our team over there. I still write my congressmen that I had back there. I still write the senators, and we know who they are and how that goes. But I still try and make those phone calls, okay? You know, what's happening in California is, it matters to all of us, okay? So joke's over, you know, just keeping it straight with you guys, okay? What happens there should matter to all of us. That is the test bed for what they try to do on a federal level. And you may laugh and joke at their goofy looking ARs and everything. And actually making a California compliant or a New York compliant or whatever compliant AR-15 and how goofy it looks with the crazy grips and all that. You know, I actually view that as an act of non-compliance, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to separate you, put you in the registry. All right, they're trying to get as many people in the registry as they can. So if you skirt that legally and you are not part of the registry, all right, that's to me, based on what I know they're trying to do, having dealt with the California DOJ for years when I was working at a gun shop out there. I'm telling you, okay, we are all in this together. So my California viewers right now, thanks for being here. I'm still doing my part, even though I'm not a resident of there anymore. But what happens in California matters to the rest of us. All right, so just that's a quick little side note. Okay, moving back into the EDC video. Okay, you guys are probably used to seeing this guy. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. All right, it's just habit, guys. All right, look, I've gotten flack. Like, why do you feel like you need to safety check everything on camera? It's just habit, guys. Every time I acquire a weapon or firearm, I just go ahead and clear it. That's just what I do. Currently, my main 1911 here is set up with the MR07 rail mount from Surefire. It's a quick and easy way to make a rail on a 1911 that does not have a rail on the dust cover, which is that portion of the 1911. With a TLR1 from Streamlight. I actually don't think they make the MR07 anymore, but it's really working. I got a Kydex holster for it that'll be coming out later. But no, this is not my carry anymore. And when I carried it, it did not have the light or the mount. But yes, I used to carry this for years. This is actually the third time I've had this thing finished. It's 3 different sights have been on this thing. It's been finished 3 times. I've let friends borrow it while I was deployed and whatnot. This gun has been everywhere, seen it, done it. It was on the rental wall at work, and according to our records, it had been on the rental wall for 2 years before I bought it and then made it a project. The only thing that is still Springfield is the frame, slide, and barrel. Everything else is something from someone else that I hand fitted into the gun. Love this gun. I mean, parts are coming in and out all the time. I shoot it so much, but nope, 1911 got retired. We have some severe disadvantages with a 1911. And as long as you know that and you flex the few advantages you do have, I think that's a worthy situation. But that's the theme for another video. We're gonna put that aside. And could you guess what else I've actually concealed carried? That's right. I know you're not gonna believe this, but yep, this is Beretta M92 F. You've seen this in the channel. I have on occasion carried this concealed several times here, but no, this was not ever really a mainstay. This was leading up to deployment and just kind of keep it with the same handgun for all of my training, and that part of it was just concealed carrying it because that's where I had the sharpest and most constant skill sets. But no, this is definitely not going to be something I'm going to carry. But I finally jumped into the 21st century, and we're looking at a Glock 19X. I already told you thumbs up on this. There's going to be some videos coming out maybe this weekend. We'll see. And I carry, so the Glock 19X, it comes with 3 mags. So you got these 19 rounders right here. And then you have a 17 rounder. So of course this is what's going in the gun because it's lower profile. You got these 19s that carry a spare over here, and then this would be in the truck right here. But the 19X, basically for those not up to speed on it, we are talking about a 17 sized frame and a 19 size upper half. And I always want a Glock to make that. And I said, you know, if they're going to make it, someday I'll buy it and Cerakote it tan or flat dark earth because I'm all about that. And then, you know, the Army contract came up and they didn't get picked for that. So Glock basically said, I'm taking my baseball, I'm going home, and I'm going to make money on the commercial market. And from what I'm looking at, the numbers here, this is selling. I don't really care what the rest of the market is necessarily doing. I care about what works for me and what is most effective for the role that I'm intending for the firearm to be used in. And with my huge, crazy hands here, guys, I really wanted a 17 frame. But for concealed carry, especially inside the waistband, which is what I do, I wanted a 19 upper half. And I know you could do the custom stuff, but I wanted it from Glock just out of the box. And I never thought they would actually do it. And now we're here, so I got it. In terms of the holster, this is just kind of an entry level inside the waistband, quasi sort of Kydex looking thing here. My brother-in-law got it for me while we were shooting. We just built up his AR, and while I wasn't looking, he got it for me because I helped him out. But so I'm not really sure what the brand is on this here, but it's been doing the job of getting it done. But there's probably going to be some different holster options coming out in my future. But inside the waistband seems to be a really effective thing for me. I do not think, I'll just say it like I said in my other videos, I do not think that this gun is going to be the world's best concealed carry gun for most people. Probably not. Now keep in mind, this gun was designed for, you know, an Army contract to be a service pistol, and it did not win that. So we're looking at something here that I'm using for concealed carry. I do have the large size backstrap. It comes with different size backstraps. Most people probably won't mess with these, but one of the challenges I've always had with Glock is that I always get bit by the slide. If it's just the standard, there's no extra here. So this is especially helpful for me because, you know, coming from a 1911 world, for those unfamiliar with the 1911, the strategy is you want to hold as high up as you can on that gun. In fact, when I shoot, I ride on top of the safety. There'll be a separate video, but I'm just indoctrinated of holding so high, and it doesn't help. I have super huge hands. So every time I've always jumped on a Glock, it's always been a mess, and despite my best efforts, I always get bit. So this 1911 style, I don't even know if I want to call it that, but this beaver tail kind of situation here has really been helping me out. and it makes Glocks shootable for me. So for me, that's what works. Love it. Most of you guys probably won't even install or mess with that, but in my case, coming up on 1911s and just being so indoctrinated, especially with huge hands, I really needed that. All right, so moving on, ammunition choice. Some of you guys are going to ask. This is Speer Gold Dot, which I consider to be the gold standard of defensive pistol ammo. And they also make some other stuff as well, but this is the 147 grain stuff. I'm actually not up to speed on barrel length and caliber and grain weight. You know, you got the 124 grain, which is a popular defensive loading. You also have the 115 grain, just the standard plinking stuff, the same grain weight there for a jacket hollow point. You can even look for like Hornady critical defense. I think it goes down to like 95 or 90 grain for 9mm. 147 grain, I just saw it was Speer Gold Dot. I had enough of it, so I just went for it. But anyway, that's what I'm carrying for my defensive load. Got my wallet with all my stuff. I like to have at least 150 in cash is what I like to have. Cash, credit, and debit. But it's just a thing. I like to be able to purchase stuff as needed. In terms of my blades, I'm kind of jumping back and forth. So I got my Emerson CQC7BW. You've seen this in the channel before. I actually just came back. After every deployment, I send it to Emerson to get it sharpened because I destroy the blade attempting to sharpen it. I still have challenges with the chisel cut blade that they use on this particular series. For those who don't know, it's only sharpened on one side, kind of like a chisel. So I absolutely destroy it. I send it back to Emerson and they just do their wizardry there and they fix it all up. They gave me a new knob right here. They polished this up on the top. So I love it because it's a fast deploy knife. It is not an automatic knife. It's not a switchblade. So legally, it's just, you know, there's no spring at all. But this is the fastest deploying blade that I own. So I love this thing. Super sharp when Emerson deals with it. And then I got the Benchmade here. And this guy, relatively recent, but I like it, is spring assisted here. As you can tell, one of my favorite blade choices here is a Tanto serrated. Serrated is good as a work knife, cuts through some nasty stuff so you can save your blade portion for finer cutting duties. And that's just what I prefer, guys. I'm not saying if you don't have serrated, you suck. I'm just saying for me, it's very useful so I can save the sharp portion of my blade here. But Benchmade, Emerson, these are the two blades I go with. I've had this since the gun range days, took it to Afghanistan, took it to Iraq, and it has survived beautifully. Done a great job here. Warranty work is awesome. Benchmade and Emerson, you know, could not give you, I wish I had more than two thumbs to give you up there. This watch here, this one I've had for a little while, at least since Iraq. This is my Marathon. And let's see, this one is the tritium, so it glows in the dark no matter what, just like your night sights on a pistol. I love it just because I can look at the time and I don't even have to press any buttons or anything to light up a face. I just go ahead and look at it and all of a sudden I can see, yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'm still, you know, in the analog zone. There's a lot of guys doing digital, no problems there. But I like analog. I like seeing an actual clock face and working with it that way. And I love the tritium. I don't think there's any way you'd be able to see that. But just trust me when I say it's tritium and it brights up. It's really bright. I actually sent it off, kind of got some trail damage in Iraq, sent it for warranty. And it was a little bit wonky on the warranty return because it actually has to go back to Canada. But when it came back, it was good as new. So there it is. Got my car keys and other relevant keys that I need for stuff. And the last thing I haven't talked about, this is my Leatherman. And I have different Leathermans for different purposes here. This one's the rebar because it's small, it's light, but it actually accomplishes a lot. And this is my crazy weirdo custom Kydex solution here. I wanted to kind of save my Kydex sheet, so I just kind of did it like that, as you can see. And I used some 550 core to kind of do this weird crosshatch situation, but it keeps it pretty tight on the belt. And I've taken this thing out to the field and it does not get lost. Like, that is a very intentional thing to get this out, at least with the fit that I've been doing on my Kydex so far. Like I was saying in my M16A4 video. As soon as I get confident enough and I figure out, I get the right punches and deal with these rivets properly so it doesn't look like that. And as soon as I get the technique down a little bit better, I'm going to do a Kydex video. But in the meantime, this is what I got. So I think you really can't go wrong. The only other thing that I would include here is a lighter, whether it's a Zippo or just these Bic lighters are pretty good on their own. Be nice to, you never know, at least in my line of work, when you need a flame, whether it's going to be melting 550 or whatever. But guys, this is what you see is what you get. We could go over light options and medical stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. But at a bare minimum, if I'm in sandals and shorts or whatever I'm doing, this is what I'm going to have on me. Either one of these two blades and everything you got here. At least these two mags right here, one in the gun and one right here, 17 plus 1 plus 19 on tap. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick flash EDC update video. Just want to let you know what I'm carrying now, and I'm sure there's probably going to be some questions. Ask away, guys. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And anyway, stay tuned for some cool videos coming out. Got a lot of cool stuff on tap. So thanks for watching. And just to give you guys a quick little preview of one of the cooler video series, of course it's going to be multiple feature length. Coming up here, a little teaser, I do have a 1911 build video coming up here. And this right here, okay, if you want to build 1911s, the shop manual by Jerry Kuhnhausen, look, this is like the Bible. This is just volume 1. Volume 2 gets into the weeds on it. But we are going to be building a Sarco 1911. So I have a bunch of spare parts and weird stuff here. Kind of when I acquire, this is all packed in oil because that's the best way to keep it all. But yeah, my hands just got totally trashed. But got a bunch of spare parts and stuff here. But I ordered a Sarco 1911 build kit. And as soon as I get a Caspian frame in, we're going to be doing, this is the build kit. So as soon as I get a Caspian frame in, we're going to be doing a 1911 build video. It's going to be a multi-part series for an average dude with some proper tools on how to actually build these things. It's going to be wild, so stay tuned if you guys are interested in that. Let me know. All right, thanks for watching.